I'm a sneakerhead, but are designers for me? Let's go! What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today I am happy to bring back another discussion video. I've been wanting to do this video for some time now because I've been getting a lot of questions about this topic, and it is because just last year I made my transition from sneakers, regular sneakers, to designer sneakers, and I've been getting a bunch of questions asking me if designer sneakers is for me, and that is what I want to tackle on today. Why is this even a question? Why is this a topic? Why are people asking advice whether they should go out and buy a sneaker they want or not? And I think it's because of the trend of regular sneakerheads transitioning to designer sneakers. Sneakerheads are used to that Jordan brand retail, that 180 to 250, and people are willing to pay those prices. But when you talk about other sneakers, which are designers that retail for 500 to well over 1,000, that's when the question kicks in. Are designer sneakers for me, and are they worth it? Because they are, at the end of the day, just another pair of sneakers. You put it on your feet and you go about your day. Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. So going back to the big question, are designer sneakers worth it? Nobody can answer that question but yourself. At the end of the day, it really comes down to what you value more. There is a saying in fashion, and that is, anything is worth what people are willing to pay. Ta-da! Ta-da! Are designer sneakers worth it for me? Absolutely, 100%. Every time I go out and buy designer sneakers, I always get 150% over the top quality. Quality that's always like, damn, the suede, the leather, the gum soles, anything, the detailing is always over the top. I'm always amazed. Why is that? Because I always compare it to the quality that we get in those normal sneakers or Jordans that we get, and they will always be 100% over the top. Another thing I love about designer sneakers is the whole entire experience you get from buying the sneakers. But when you get designer sneakers, say you buy it from a shop, I don't know if you've ever been to a Louis Vuitton, a Gucci, a Prada, Givenchy, any kind of shop like that, Balenciaga, you'll notice that the salespeople are wearing suits and gloves just to sell you a goddamn sneaker. They will be presenting it with gloves, such elegance, and it is definitely a different sneaker experience. And when you get the sneakers, you don't just get your plain Jane boring box. You will always get this enormous oversized box with more tissues than your public bathroom, shoe horns, shoe trees, dust bags, everything. You definitely get more of an experience when buying designers. But who in the right mind would pay $500 or let alone over $1,000 for a pair of sneakers? What's funny to me about that is it's gonna be the same dudes who go out and buy $200 sneakers every weekend for shitty, crappy quality sneakers, but complain when sneakers, designer sneakers, cost $500? Ta-da! Why are a lot more sneakerheads transitioning onto designer sneakers? I think the answer to that is because the big sportswear brands like Adidas and Nike are slowly transitioning into the higher end market, and that goes for the pinnacles. The pinnacles, they gave it that high-end designer price tag. When I speak for Adidas, I'm talking about the Yohji Yamamotos, the Raf Simons, and that's another smart thing that Adidas did. They didn't go ahead and design and try to make their Adidas sneakers look like designer sneakers. They went ahead and collaborated with designers, gave them 100% permission to design the shit out of a sneaker and make it look like their own. And that's exactly what Rick Owens, Raf Simons, Yohji Yamamoto did with Adidas, and it's been working for them 100%. Nike is also doing that. They've done collaborations already. Riccardo Tisci is probably their biggest designer name that they've collaborated with. But the thing with Nike is they will always use the sneakers that they've already used before. For example, the Pagao, the Pigali, I don't know what you guys want to call it, the Riccardo Tisci, they used the Air Force One silhouette, you know what I mean? But the thing with Adidas is they're letting their designers come up with a brand new silhouette of a sneaker. And I think that's what happened with the Yeezys. Kanye West came out with the sneaker that no one's seen before. And that's why a lot of sneakerheads weren't feeling them as much. So the normal sneakerheads are definitely getting a taste of that high-end feel, that whole experience. And that's why they move on to the designer sneakers. And the designer sneakers that most sneakerheads transition to are probably the Balenciaga Arenas. Most sneakerheads transition to the Balenciaga Arenas because it's not too over the top. The silhouette is very similar to the sneakers that they're used to wearing. For example, the Arenas, if you look at them, they kind of look like the Nike Blazers. I don't know if that's just me. These also look like the Nike Blazers. These are Margielas, and I think that's what a lot of the designer sneakers are starting to do to reach out to those normal sneakerheads. If you look at the Givenchy Tyson High, what sneaker does this look like? It looks like another pair of Air Force Ones that is just steroid with quality. Ta-da! You have your high strap on the front, your high top tongue, and your high midsoles on the bottom as well. A lot of people will say you're only buying the brand, and 80% yes, we are buying the brand, but it's not just that we are buying, we're also buying what comes with the brand. We're buying what the brand is known for, and that is the quality, the high-end quality. What's hilarious to me though is when sneakerheads say, oh, you're only buying the Margiela, the Givenchys, the Balenciagas because of the brand. And that's funny because sneakerheads do the exact same thing. A prime example of that are the Yeezys. If they were never dubbed the Yeezys, they would probably never get them. A good example of that are the Adidas Yeezys, the Yeezy 3s that Kanye came out with. A lot of you guys, when that thing first posted, a lot of YouTubers were bashing them, thought they were trash, they were ugly. What the hell is Kanye doing? But as soon as the sneakers released, they were the first ones to have them. And the review were all, oh my god, $350, it was so worth it. The quality, the suede is something else. The gum, the midsole, oh my god, Kanye, this is amazing. Let me put them on feet for you guys. And I'm not trying to throw shots at anybody, but it's the same concept, it's the same thing. You're willing to pay out that much money and praise the quality, and that's basically what it is. You're paying a good quality sneaker for the money that you're willing to shell out for. Yo, I have no idea how disorganized this video is going to be. I went on and babbled a bunch of weird, irrelevant things, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I got to you. I hope I gave you guys proper advice on purchasing your very first designer sneakers. Let me know down in the comments below if you agree and why do you agree, and if you disagree. I know a lot of you guys will disagree. I've heard it a million times before already. Let me know down in the comments below. Let's have a healthy conversation. If you guys did enjoy this video and if you guys want to see more discussion videos, best way of letting me know is hitting that thumbs up button down below. Oh, and if you guys want to keep chopping it up, my social medias are Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, all under Ralph McFly Guy. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace!
See, I'm a Filipino kid who grew up with the Hispanics, hung around the block, started talking with the accent. My shirt got bigger, my pants started